birds will return, as the birds always do. When they come home to roost, they'll feast on you.
I believe you have the artifact this time?
I do. I do have the artifact. I have a story from Wired about Taylor Swift's wedding.
Oh, Tay-Tay.
So given our brand profile
Mm-hmm.
of sort of left curious millennial parents
Okay.
and my particular niche, left curious millennial women parents,
Okay.
I thought I had to get Taylor Swift's wedding in like 3 or 4 times.
Even though neither of us are fans of hers or know anything about her or care about her at all?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But the audience doesn't need to know that.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
That's a secret.
We have friends that like Taylor Swift. And and so I thought this is my second mention of the Swift-Kelsey wedding. And so I just have 2 more to go.
Okay.
To meet my
Quota.
mission.
Yeah.
Side quest, I think you call it.
Easter egg. No, side quest.
Side quest.
Side quest.
I mean, get your video game lingo correct.
Why are you even spending all that time if you don't even know the lingo?
That's a good question. So, this is an article that came out on July 23rd by Noah Shachtman for Wired, and it's called "For Taylor Swift, Madison Square Garden's Controversial Cameras Briefly Went Dark." MSG's sprawling surveillance system can monitor guests down to the second. Its owners made an exception for the pop stars event. Do you know about this?
So I don't know anything about it. I heard some people get really upset about some sort of leak hack, but I actually don't know anything about it. So
yeah, so Wired had a story in April revealing, like a big expose revealing some of the details of the level of surveillance that Madison Square Garden's doing and like the dossiers they have on certain people.
Okay.
Not violent criminals or terrorists, mostly like leftists and trans people. But
Jesus Christ.
And then of course there's Dolan, the guy who owns all of this and like his particular interest in this type of surveillance. But this article will get into that a little bit.
Is it mostly like the sort of thing where they're capturing everything because they're selling all of your data, and then it happens to be they also just know who the activists are because of that, or more than like?
It seems like they're targeting people.
Okay.
And it also seems that this is a capitalist play by Dolan to prop up his own surveillance industry and to use his venues to do it.
I see.
But let's get into it.
Okay.
Madison Square Garden owner James Dolan has insisted that the face recognition system and array of surveillance cameras deployed at his venues is, quote, very, very useful for security. A big reason why MSG is, quote, the most secure venue in the country. On the night of July 2nd, security in and around the garden was particularly intense. Roughly 130 cops were deployed to the area. New York City officials were preparing to shut down the surrounding blocks to both vehicle and pedestrians for the next day for a major, major event. July 2nd, of course, the kickoff to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's wedding celebrations. An approximately 100-person rehearsal dinner at MSG's Infosys Theater. And yet, on that extremely sensitive evening, Dolan's MSG locked nearly all of its security team out of the network of surveillance cameras inside the arena.
Dolan did.
They locked their own security team out of the network of the surveillance cameras. Because, of course, they wanted it to be very safe for Taylor Swift.
Right. This is why it's the most safe in the country. Right.
That's why they picked it, right?
Right.
To make sure nothing could happen, that they could make sure everyone was safe.
What the fuck happened? Are they all like adrenochrome orgies? Is that what this is? This is all like
No, I think
what they can't have facial recognition.
They wanted to have a normal wedding, and they didn't want to have their privacy messed with, and they get their way. So unlike the rest of us who can't even go to a sporting event without our faces being scanned, they opted out.
Because they're the patricians and we're the plebeians, and they get to. This is
yes.
for the masses,
and apparently
for them.
They felt safe enough to do that.
Well, I can't imagine how without everyone's face being recognized by the stupid machine, how it could possibly be safe. That was what I was told makes everyone safe.
Indeed, and this move functionally prevented MSG security from operating the venue's controversial face recognition program that evening.
Okay.
While the shutdown order reviewed by Wired applied only to July 2nd, which, if you're following, is the rehearsal dinner.
Mm-hmm.
The sources add that they were told the lockout was also repeated on July 3rd, the wedding night, which drew roughly 1,000 of the biggest names in media, music, business, and sports.
Okay.
Of course, if you're going to do it for the rehearsal dinner, you're probably doing it for the wedding.
I guess the rehearsal dinner is more intimate, but like I'm trying to think, like, what are they actually worried about? And I guess what they're worried about is somebody says this job isn't worth what I could get from like a tabloid or a newspaper for
Well,
footage
yeah.
at the event or whatever
Yeah.
it is. Yeah.
I mean, it's raw footage of the whole thing, in and out of bathrooms, like side conversations, everyone who's there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
At every stage of the planning, Swift and Kelsey's teams went to extraordinary lengths to keep it private. Guests had to sign an NDA before they could receive a digital invitation. Tents were set up for cars to park in so people could move in and out in relative secrecy, and presumably to avoid the biometric surveillance gear positioned at these standard entrances. And wedding attendees were told that there was a no phone policy. The only detailed description of the event posted by a wedding night guest was quickly deleted. According to the internal document, an MSG executive ordered on July 2nd a 7-hour lockdown of the garden's video management system due to a client privacy request. Security staffers who ordinarily monitor the building's internal cameras and the accompanying face recognition software were barred from doing so. The memo states that only a handful of company leaders and engineers were allowed into the Genetech accounts. The rest were disabled. Quote, if you somehow still have access to cameras after 3 p.m., you will be forcibly logged off, the document warned MSG security personnel.
So this is a ritual sacrifice. This is what happened here. Has anyone seen Nicki Minaj since this event?
I don't think
Any one of the
don't
many
think-
women in music
I
that
don't
has
think
pissed off Taylor. Have
anything-
they all been accounted for?
I don't think anything untoward happened.
It's very boring of you.
I think that this is what we all should expect to have happen.
I mean, you're suggesting it's the mundane thing, which is like they don't want TMZ being like, look at so and so talking in the hallway. What, they must have been pissed off. Oh, here's someone who left in a hurry. Why are they? They don't want people doing that for the next 2 years, right?
Have you considered that maybe it was a giant organizing meeting
for the
revolution?
For the revolution.
Yeah.
Which revolution? I don't think it was that.
And
that's pretty low on my list of possibilities.
so they were like, well, we can't have this facial recognition bullshit. Like, they'll definitely find us out. Someone cover this whole thing up with Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift's wedding.
Yeah. No, I think it's much more likely of like, well, this Epstein thing's really not going well. What's our backup plan for controlling every politician? I think it's much more likely. But
the orgy at the wedding. They're like, we can't do Epstein's Island anymore, so we're gonna.
Does anyone have an alternative to the all these videotapes? Because I don't know if we're gonna be able to use them for very long.
I think it was probably an extremely cringy wedding filled with extremely cringy celebrities. And when you're made of money, you get to make every demand possible, and it seems like an obvious demand to say you can't have surveillance.
Yeah. I mean, it is.
They probably don't even think about it because it's like they literally can ask for anything.
Right. Well, they're treating it as a private venue, right? So, I'm not Taylor Swift, and I'm paying untold millions of dollars for you to facial recognition my guess. But it is a very stark reminder of like the way the class operates in society.
Maybe Jeffrey Epstein was there.
Oh, then they can't have any footage of him.
Definitely couldn't have.
Right, because he's supposed to be dead. That's
probably what it is.
That's probably.
And what's her face?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Ghislaine Maxwell was there too.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I've seen some definitely AI generated videos of them walking around and people being like, it's them.
Yep.
So
that's all smoke screen for the fact that he's still alive.
And event planning Taylor Swift's wedding. So what's so special about what's happening at Madison Square Garden? Since 2018, Dolan's company has experimented with biometric surveillance at its venues, which include Radio City Music Hall and the Beacon Theater in New York, as well as the Sphere in Las Vegas. The organization contends that the technology is a security measure, but there are many publicly documented cases where this face recognition system appears to have been for something else.
Okay. If it's a security measure, it is so that if someone does something they're not supposed to do, the computers all know who that person is and everything about them.
And it's
so
also,
they can be banned in the future or arrested.
Yeah, and it's meant to make sure that you don't let people in who shouldn't be there. So for particular, if you have 1,000-person wedding with 2 massive celebrities, that would be not when I would disable one of your primary security measures.
Because someone would sneak in who is not supposed to be there. Okay.
That's got to be one of the biggest risks of that event.
So the facial recognition software checks guesses that come in as like, oh, this guy doesn't have a ticket.
Yeah, it will disallow people to come in.
Okay.
If you're on ban lists, among other things.
Okay. All right. You have no. I mean, obviously on private premise is you don't have a reasonable expectation of privacy, so that's all of this is legal. But can they do this in this kind of technology in public too, like as you're walking down the street?
Well, they do.
Okay.
I mean, you don't have to, like, for example, the airport will scan your face. You can like opt in for a shorter list if you do like biometric scanning, but you don't have to opt in for that. There's real reasons not to opt in for that.
Okay.
Because they're building massive surveillance.
Yeah, I mean, this is the stuff about AI that really I think is freaky. Like most of the people's objections to me fall a little flat. They're either grossly hypocritical or like overblown. Like the water thing might be slightly overblown, for example.
The water thing is overblown.
It
is resource intensive, but the water thing seems to have been perhaps not the thing they should have gone with.
Yeah. The one thing that you could say about the fact that they, Snowden revealed that they were collecting all this information on everyone all the time and just dumping it into servers. And the one thing you could say was there's not much you can do with that much data. You're not going to be able, you can find about things about people in retrospect once they've done something you don't like, but you're really not going to be able to use it to like discover what people are doing in real time because it's too much. AI changes that. AI makes it so you can actually comb this as it happens. That's also got to be pretty resource intensive too, because the number of tokens would be incredible. But
so I know that I sent you off to a little outing with the kids today with a book in hand. I also know that the kids were like not into the outing.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, did you get to read any of Surveillance Capitalism?
I have been reading Muskism, and I continued my Muskism journey, hoping to find some political economy about explaining our new era, and there is none so far.
Is that the religious text of Musk?
Yeah. it's like he's the new L. Ron Hubbard. No.
Who's L. Ron? Oh, is that the Mormon?
The Scientologist.
Oh, right.
The
That's also a guy. Just a guy.
John Smith.
Yeah. I mean, it's also the hero in Pocahontas. By hero, I mean Foyle.
Maybe
it's not John Smith. John James.
No, it's Smith.
John Wilcox.
Mormon founder Joseph Smith.
And John Smith is the Pocahontas.
Yeah.
We have a segue from that.
I don't remember what we're talking about.
A Muskism.
Muskism is supposed to be. I'm gonna do some sort of artifact about this at some point. But Muskism is supposed to be the new Fordism. Is what it is. It's not a religion. It's an economic.
I mean, what's the difference?
Form. Now we're not talking about economics like the Chicago school. We're talking about like actual.
But okay. So you didn't read about surveillance capitalism.
I did not.
Similar, the point you're making about Snowden is also a lot of what this particular book is about, which is that the amount of data collection that has been happening over the last 30 years is extremely high. And the only thing that has changed is the ability to crunch that data in a meaningful way.
Yeah.
And that means, and because that has happened, the access to the data, the access to the computers that can manage that level of data, all of those things are extremely inequitable. Dolan seems to, in part, have this entire surveillance apparatus erected because of personal retribution.
As one does.
Since 2018, fans who've been critical of Dolan have had their faces captured and then put on watch lists. A lawyer representing a cop was banned in April because his client was suing MSG. A mom trying to take her 9-year-old Girl Scout to a Christmas show at Radio City Music Hall was flagged and blocked from entering because she was an attorney and her firm was in a legal dispute with one of the Dolan-controlled entities.
Oh my God. This is what drives me crazy about these people.
People are so lame.
They're so lame.
I know.
This is the Trump thing.
They're
it's like
motivated
you
by
have all this power and opportunity, and you're motivated by the stupidest, pettiest bullshit.
I know. It's so disappointing.
You're sitting there going up at night being like, these motherfuckers can't sue me without paying for it.
So disappointing.
Personally paying for it.
We would be such
a better ruling class.
We'd be so much more sophisticated and interesting if we were the kings. I mean, it would have real interest and depth.
I mean, you would hope, but I mean, I guess there's something about power that really just makes you petty and stupid and short-sighted.
I'm not saying we can get into power, but I'm just saying if we were like dropped in, it would be like a great.
As we are now.
It'd be like a great HBO show. because we would be like, it would be interesting and sophisticated and evil,
Yeah, it would be. I think it would be a really interesting thought experiment of like, you are who you are now. You're like a good person with your politics. You're dropped into the presidency. How long do you last? What are you able to accomplish? I like to think about that a lot. It would be a great HBO show, actually.
But we wouldn't probably be doing like silly retributive justice against people that like cut us off.
Not for the most part. There's a couple people on my list that I do. No, I'm just kidding.
You don't like it when people cut you off on the road.
No, I don't. I don't particularly enjoy that.
So you might be.
I have a couple of former bosses that I have a bone to pick with. But once we're square with a couple of people,
I've forgiven all my former bosses. Genetech software serves as the backbone for MSG's video security system, monitoring feeds from the various cameras and allowing security personnel to manage the applications that rely on those feeds, including face recognition. Cameras at the guest entrance are tied into a face recognition system made by e49. If someone's face triggers an alert, Genetech then allows that person to be easily tracked across the entire camera network. According to a person familiar with the security surveillance setup, quote, "This makes it much easier to track a person because we can jump from camera to camera in real time and follow them."
God, this mother of three who's part of as an attorney, we got to watch her. She might see
well,
if she
you laugh.
might grab something from over the counter or something. Puts recycling in the trash disposal.
No, but listen, as Wired has previously reported, Garden Security used these systems to monitor a transgender woman second by second while she was in the arena, the cameras noting even when she went in and out of the bathroom.
Oh my God. For what purpose?
Why? I mean, they have like detailed second by second notations of this woman's movement across Madison Square Garden while she was attending an event.
What the fuck? And she was flagged because she was trans, or when she was flagged and happened to be trans?
There was no behavior indicated in what they found. It's just a transgender woman being a fan.
Oh, she has some nerve. Who is she rooting for? The Knicks?
I mean, in that case. So I'm jumping to the article about that.
Okay.
Because we need details. This is another Wired article. We discovered that Dolan security teams had obsessively tracked Nina Richards, a trans woman, over a 2-year period.
Oh my God.
Monitoring her movements through the venue down to the second. Wired is using a pseudonym in this article out of respect for her privacy. Soon after the Garden began to relax its COVID restrictions in the spring of 2021, Nina Richards was regularly going to Knicks games. According to one MSG security staffer, she became a fixation for Eversole, a former senior director of global investigations at Oracle and a GenSec executive. He instructed his deputies to compile workups, open source intelligence dossiers on her. He made sure she was in the Garden's face recognition system, and he ordered the Garden security apparatus to focus on her. Not because she posed any kind of danger, because Richards was a transgender woman and Eversole allegedly wanted to keep her away from the players.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So this was just, they're just straight up were trans, and this guy is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And couldn't handle it.
And
made up some story about how that makes them dangerous because they're trans.
These are pieces of shit with too much power and apparently a massive surveillance apparatus.
Okay, well.
So, sorry for the worst version, Jean Paul.
Yeah. Yeah. It was always the worst version. I always am like, there's a way that this makes some kind of sense, and then it's always the worst version. It's always the worst version. God damn it.
Womp womp. Civil libertarians say they understand why the couple would not want Dolan's surveillance system deployed in full. Not only because he apparently employs creeps that just do this for shits and giggles, but also the surveillance part. But those activists see this accommodation as more than a one-off. It's a preview of a, quote, future where privacy is a luxury for the elite few and the rest of us are subjected to pervasive surveillance everywhere we go, says Evan Greer, director of the digital rights group Fight for the Future.
Big fan of Greer's.
Evan Greer is doing great work. MSG's venues host private events not infrequently. And so you say, well, is it because it's a private event? Do they have this standard for private events, you ask?
Oh my God! It's again. I was like, well, I mean,
I know.
you pay millions of dollars, you're gonna be able to decide whether the security's
You're so
recording you.
naive and sweet.
Oh God.
NBC Universal takes over Radio City Music Hall every year to preview its shows for the next season. Warner Brothers Discovery goes to other Dolan-owned properties. These are big. I mean, these are big deal.
Yeah, I've heard of them before.
But those customers did not ask or get the systems disabled, according to a source with direct knowledge in the matter. It has never been done, the source says, reflecting over the years at MSG. Even
Holy
when
shit.
the New York Police Department takes over Madison Square Garden, the cameras have stayed on. The NYPD regularly holds its graduation ceremonies for the police academy within the arena. As Wired previously reported, the MSG face recognition system contained a photograph apparently taken from one of those events, and it shows its officer in its police academy dress uniform.
I mean, this is the one time where they should be recording these motherfuckers. So Taylor Swift is the American elite, or she's just her guests are the American elite, I guess.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
They're like, this is like, or is she like an allegory for like Princess Diana? Or is she an allegory for like, she's not like Carnegie Mellon. She's like Carnegie Mellon? What the fuck am I saying? That's a university. Andrew Carnegie? What's his
The
first
Carnegies is a family.
name? Yeah, but what's his first name? Andrew Carnegie? She's not like a Rockefeller. She's like, yeah.
Well, I mean,
like,
she's the Rockefeller of our time, I guess.
she's not though, because he was running economies, and she's just like a celebrity with a boatload of money. Yes, but it must be she's like this is
Marilyn
like the
Monroe.
royal wedding.
Marilyn
This is like,
Monroe.
maybe more
If
than that.
she could get married.
I think more of like
if she married
Princess
Kennedy or Joe DiMaggio.
Yeah, I think like that. But the thing is, like, I don't think Marilyn Monroe and Joe DiMaggio get this level of treatment. Is my point. Is that we have
Well, the culture of
something has
celebrity is
happened.
like crazy. Well, the culture of celebrity, and I think that we are now comfortably in a moment. Everyone's like, we are in the moment where the super elite and the rest of the peasants get completely different treatment, and that is
yeah.
what's happened.
There's like a differentiating that's happening.
Mhm.
That's like that's the change here. Is like 50 years ago, these people are just celebrities, but now they're really like akin to royalty.
Well, they need
where
to
they
make
have different rights and privileges than other people do.
any instance where you can make clear that most people are not that important and the very rich are important. They have to make that clear.
Okay.
Like, think of the Trump inauguration, and you had like Bezos and his busty wife sitting on the
Are they married? I thought that was a girlfriend.
whatever. You had this like parade. I don't believe in the institution of marriage.
Okay, so everyone's a girlfriend. Is your solution to that? Okay.
I mean, that's how you introduced me. But it was this like parade of the oligarchs.
Okay.
It was meant to make. It's meant to make you.
That was
There's a
people.
message of like you. There's a message of like wealth and celebrity matter more, and not like any celebrity. Like Tom Hanks doesn't count.
That was
No offense, Tom.
well. That why? I mean, why? Because he's not a billionaire. You have to hit the big B before you get it. The inauguration is the king holding court for the first time, and all of the people who were like on the fence coming to kiss the ring. That's what that was. That's not the same thing as we were in a club.
That
was,
lady was on the fence.
which bit? But the
girl.
busty one. I don't know what her politics are, if I'm being honest.
Sanchez.
Well,
let's just say,
but like
Bezos wasn't on the fence.
Like if you had a celebrity wedding, I mean, the point of this article is if you had a celebrity wedding between, I don't know, Tom Hanks and Michelle Pfeiffer or some shit like that, they wouldn't have turned off this thing, right?
Tom Hanks and longtime girlfriend Rita Wilson, is that her name?
If you say so. They wouldn't have shut off the security. This is a different thing. This is like
maybe no one's ever asked.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
Maybe this is a big message, and
There's some
lean
reason.
in, ladies, and just it doesn't hurt to ask. Like do what feels right to you, and feel empowered. And I wish I knew any Taylor Swift lyrics. There could be a whole riff about maybe Taylor
Shake it
Swift.
off.
No, shake it off. Shake it off would be the opposite. Be like, I know, surveillance. Shake it off.
If you don't, there's going to be some bad blood.
Do you really know Taylor Swift lyrics?
Oh, some of them.
No, I don't know a single one. I know "Shake It Off." You stole that one. I the only one.
Yeah, that's the only one.
But yeah, maybe she's just like a real badass feminist and really can really can advocate for her self-care and personal rights.
Yeah. Well,
She's
she's
what we need,
she's a
what we deserve.
careless man's careful daughter.
Is that a lyric?
Yeah. You really don't know any of this. That's amazing.
I mean, when and how are you listening to Taylor Swift songs?
That's a good question.
Like, radio's dead.
I think she's like A-tier pop music, I guess. So when I'm in a poppy mood, she
Put on
goes
Taylor
there.
Swift? I probably
Often.
know more Travis Kelce lyrics.
What's a Travis Kelce lyric? Okay, let's hear. He's a
must
football player, so this is going to be
He
interesting.
he must have like a line he says.
What?
He's got a podcast with his brother. There's
Does
going to be a
he?
tagline. I probably know it. Hold on.
What position does he play?
Travis Kelce?
Yep.
I think he's no. I know the answer. He's
Oh my
he
God.
is a
Uh-huh.
cornerback.
Wrong.
No, he's a tight end. He's what
Yes.
Gronk is.
He is.
I just got the wrong word, but I knew the position and I could
Are you just
picture
kidding me?
his long legs and arms.
Does he have long legs and arms?
Yeah, these big guys,
Mhm.
very fit. He could the huge target in the end zone.
Uh huh.
That's a tight end.
Yeah. We're okay. I'll accept that answer.
His brother's not a tight end. His brother's more my type. I think his brother's probably on either the offensive or defensive line. I would say he's probably on the offensive line.
A tight end is on the offensive line.
No, I'm sorry, defensive. No, but there's the people who like do the hitting,
yeah.
and then there's the people that do the
Tight ends do
catching.
that.
Well, he's like a multi-purpose tool.
Yeah, so he's a Swiss Army knife. Not only does he do the catching and the blocking, but he has some lyrics too.
Like me and my bro love to play football.
Hey, me and my brother, we love to play football.
My favorite friend from high school was adopted. Don't blame me for his dad. Well,
He used to be woke.
who?
Where all the money was in private prisons. The dad.
Oh, the dad. I was like, Kelsey used to be woke.
I'm sure he's woke.
Kelsey's not woke.
I bet you he is.
He might be more woke than Taylor. I think the message is Taylor was kind of woke and now she's royalty. But I don't think she was ever fucking woke. I feel like
She's a feminist.
how do tell.
Well, she
Explain.
gave Kanye West a really hard time, but trying to take credit for her success.
How is that feminist?
I thought women standing up for themselves was feminist.
No, that's just people standing up for themselves.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I don't know enough about
What's
this.
she doing with her billions of dollars?
Nothing. None of these people do much of anything with all this money. I mean, that's the most amazing thing, is you're getting this money for, like, I guess she works a lot. I don't know, but that's crazy to me.
That's another question. Why did you work a lot if you've got that much money?
Good question. I mean, there's like a lot of people do this thing where they're like, there's 10 good years here where all the money I'm ever going to make, I can make.
Yeah, that's a football player's mentality.
Right. Or like a really in vogue actor, or a pop star. And he's like, you do that and then you live off the royalties the rest of your life. And you don't have to work this hard.
She just has a songwriter's heart.
How many of her songs, what percentage of her songs do you think
She writes them. I think she writes them.
Okay. I mean, if she
That's
does,
the whole thing. She writes them and she strums the guitar, right?
I don't know.
I don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't get it. I've tried to become familiar with her corpus and I cannot listen to it. No offense. I'm sorry. I'm supposed to be trying to appeal to the audience. And I'm offending them.
Quick, what's something lame that you do like?
James Taylor. Sorry, Mom. It's a venue with some unique advantages, former NYPD intelligence officer John Miller notes. The garden has no windows, is covered by a roof, and access to the venue can be tightly controlled. That limits the ability of paparazzi, helicopters, or drones to capture the kinds of images that others have captured for other celebrity weddings. Of course, for that money, they could have reserved any number of islands more private than Manhattan and an event space more discreet than the so-called world's most famous arena. Quote, people who have their wedding at Madison Square Garden don't make the choice for privacy, says a security professional. Early June was a particularly hectic time. The city was considered to be at a heightened threat environment by the New York Police Department because of the America 250 celebrations and the ongoing war with Iran. That threat estimate is presumably one reason why the cameras outside the garden, which can be accessed by the NYPD, did stay on. Swift's presence, of course, amped up the stakes enormously. In May, a man was sentenced to 15 years in prison for planning an attack at her concert in Vienna, Austria. The Garden's interior camera network is supposed to help in those situations. What if someone snuck into the ultra-exclusive event? What if that person was a real threat to the people inside? Dolan, in a 2023 interview, told a local news anchor that the combination of surveillance cameras and face recognition did important work to keep such dangerous people out. Quote, "Are you someone who's on the list? If you're a terrorist, it'll say, that's a terrorist." Dolan's really good. He's really good in interviews.
Yeah. Thank you for explaining how this works. I wasn't sure.
But the NYPD supplies no such data to the Garden. A department spokesperson previously told Wired, while some photographs from the FBI's most wanted list have been uploaded into the system, probably by a hardworking intern,
Right.
who did it on their own.
It was
volition.
like, why do we even have this if we don't have the most wanted in there?
Google most wanted, save as PDF, upload.
Some millennial will be like, what is even can someone tell me what the point of this is? The system doesn't know any of the criminals.
It's Dolan and his creeps watching people.
Oh my God. They don't know. They're not even using it to catch known criminals. It's just petty private vendettas. People who he doesn't like what they did or what they look like or the way they acted in the past. And
a lawsuit from a former MSG security staffer contends that was done, uploading the FBI most wanted list, to establish an after-the-fact false narrative that the face recognition was primarily geared towards stopping hostile actors.
Oh my God.
Rather than individuals that Dolan perceived as a personal threat.
Oh my God.
Clearly, the technology is not that helpful if it wasn't needed at one of MSG's highest profile events of the year, Michelle Dahl, executive director for the Surveillance Technology Oversight Project, said in a statement. That said, there are indications that some cameras were rolling. A notice near the Garden's entrance alerted visitors that there would be some photography or videography on the premises, and that by entering, guests did agree that their images and voices could be used in, quote, any and all manner, format, and media.
Now, those of you who are against gulags, and I understand it's probably most of you.
Have you been paying attention to the focus group data again?
Explain to me what you're supposed to do with this man.
The Dolan man?
Yeah. What do you do with this man?
Oh, he has got to. Well, we can't say that on it. What do you do with Dolan? I don't know.
I mean, how do you?
I mean, you could try to, I think, group therapy.
These fucking little tyrants.
Group therapy to deal with his deep insecurities and maybe some buried shit about trans people.
Yeah, you think?
That was actually one of his. That wasn't him. That was another direct report.
It was somebody he empowered.
Really good.
Manual labor. The only thing you can do with this man is manual labor for some period of time. You pick a number. I'm happy with whatever number you pick, listener.
The Garden has long had a reputation for being the epicenter of global entertainment, but the Garden's handling of its high-profile visitors has come under scrutiny recently after the hacker collective Shiny Hunters posted an internal MSG database of more than 39,000 VIPs.
Mm-hmm.
MSG sued Wired for defamation for its reporting on this database. In the lawsuit, MSG confirmed that the, quote, spreadsheet-like export, quote, was stolen after an employee's credentials were compromised by a social engineering attack, and that it no longer employed that individual. The lawsuit also confirmed that a small subset of the celebrities were designated at some sort of risk. Among the 400 or so found by Wired are the actor and musician Jamie Foxx, former Real Housewife Uba Hassan, Shang-Chi star Simu Liu, Formula One driver Lewis Hamilton, and Achraf Hakimi, the captain of Morocco's World Cup team.
I hope no one who works for Wired is a fan of the Knicks.
I mean, they definitely can't get back into the venue. Sources previously indicated to Wired that these risk scores could reflect internal assessments of whether the VIPs might say something less than positive about Dolan and the Garden's management, or become involved even indirectly with some sort of PR issue. MSG acknowledged, which of course, if someone might say something negative to you, you really need to track them through your building.
Yeah. Figure out what they order for dinner.
MSG acknowledged that it maintains a threat management notes field for VIPs that might address, among other things, prior incidents at the venues, the conduct or intensity of an individual's fan base, or identity verification concerns. There was, quote, a separate database for, quote, genuine security risks.
Okay, so these are when Hamilton, the Formula One driver, is around, everyone goes crazy. So we just have to keep an eye on him in case his groupies find him.
Yeah, you didn't find our real security notes. You found our we're being bitchy about people notes.
Yeah, that's
different.
likely.
Don't
story.
worry about those. We just need something to occupy
this is what I
ourselves with.
understand is if you're suing, then aren't you open to discovery and therefore have to provide this other list that you're talking about? If that's the proof.
Right. Well, I would think so. The celebrity database also includes fields for race, gender, and sexual orientation. The actor Elliot Page and the beauty influencer Amira Despan, for instance, were two of the 93 VIPs marked as LGBTQIA. Well, at least they're using the correct terminology.
Yeah, they got a consultant. When we're doing hyper-surveillance on queer people because we hate trans people, what is the right acronym at this time? Could you give us the most up-to-date?
And standardize our data set. We don't want to have LGBT some of the time and Q some of the time. It's probably just a data. So, let's just make sure it's standard data.
I'm surprised they're not interested in figuring out which letter the people are.
I mean, if this was their this isn't our real one, this is our fake one, I'm surprised it's not just I think this one's gay.
Yeah.
It's just one notes field. James Dolan has serious questions to answer. First, why is he so obsessed with us? Tony Simone, an openly gay New York State lawmaker whose district includes Midtown Manhattan, posted on July 9th. The company, for its part, states that it supports the LGBTQI community.
You're supposed to keep a close eye on them. Wants to support them by?
Loves them so much, needs to know where they're going, what they're doing.
What they have Lindsey Graham as?
It's actually it is the source of truth for celebrities.
Yeah, right.
Actual demographic markers.
Mm-hmm.
The sexual orientation field, this is great. The sexual orientation field, MSG adds in the lawsuit against Wired, was used for, quote, inclusion-oriented outreach. We paid a lawyer to write that shit.
I know. We look. If we need the facial recognition software to tell us if there's a gay person on premises, because we need to get them some free snacks. Okay, I want to upgrade their seat immediately. Give me a break. If you're a judge who's like, look, I'm an important person. You're fucking making this shit up as you go along. Does that ingratiate you to a judge? Jesus Christ.
I mean, again, don't assume any sort of standard for the judges. Some of Swift and Kelsey's guests were also given risk scores, including Selena Gomez and her husband, the producer Benny Blanco, the broadcaster and former football player Michael Strahan, and the actress Mariska Hargitay, and the singer Benson Boone, and the rapper Ice Spice. What has Benson Boone done to you, Dolan?
I mean, all that flipping, you have no idea. He could escape the cameras, flipping up to the ceiling.
He's like a regular old Spider-Man.
I was a little ninja.
Oh, they've got all the people of color with risk scores, but then they got Benson Boone in there. They're like, what is he? He's very appealing to the LGBTQI community, but what is he? Representatives for Swift and Kelsey did not respond to requests to comment for this story. Oh, no kidding. Yeah, in an email, a spokesperson for MSG also declined to comment due to the fact that we are in active litigation with Wired.
Are they? I mean, they're suing Wired because Wired found this trove of documents online and reported that it
defamation.
Existed.
They're calling it defamation
because they're saying that this thing exists. I mean,
they're basically saying
say.
You fished our employee to get it.
They're saying Wired is the one who did the phishing.
Maybe they're no. Shiny Hunters did the fishing.
Right. So what are you?
Don't come for me, Shiny Hunters. I don't know if you did the fishing. Some idiot got fished.
I can't afford to be doxxed. Leave me alone, please.
I'm anonymous in this podcast and I'm really enjoying it. So please. I don't know. I guess you just sue for defamation. I mean, this Dolan guy probably dude, don't sue.
Yeah. What are you, crazy?
He's like, I'm crazy.
Yes. I'm crazy. That's right. You've been my lawyer for 15 years. What are you thinking?
Yeah, he's definitely got one of these lawyers, like the Trump lawyers.
Yep. A bag man.
Interestingly enough, Dolan just owns these venues, and I tried to figure out where his wealth came from, and I got tired reading the Wikipedia. It has something to do with his dad and telecom.
Jesus.
He owns the Chicago Theater, but they do not collect biometric data because private entities are forbidden to do so under Illinois law.
Oh, there's an easy solution.
In its lawsuit,
I guarantee you that they are anyway. Yeah, that's just my new theory. Is
Oh
that
my
all
God,
these
Dolan's
people are
gonna sue you for libel.
they're
You could just say that about
yeah, no
Dolan.
kidding. He's very litigious. Parody. Not Dolan. I was talking about Molan.
Do you have a sound effect for when we're when it's parody? It's parody. And it's lawsuit against. I mean, this entire podcast is basically like copyright infringement, anyways.
You'll never find us.
In its lawsuit against Wired, the Garden highlights at least 2 statements from current and former lawmakers that discussed Wired's reporting along with existing and proposed biometric data legislation. Wired's coverage was damaging to the organization, the Garden added, because the public's reaction to it would increase the foreseeable regulatory and political consequences to MSG. Can you imagine if there were regulatory consequences?
Look.
How dare they?
Yeah.
How dare there be regulatory consequences?
Look. If people find out we're doing this perfectly normal, perfectly above board and benevolent thing, they're going to be really fucking pissed about it, okay?
And then
you can help us keep it on the down low.
You could just set off people suddenly needing to regulate things.
Yeah. Or people being like, no, I don't want that to happen.
And imagine
Please
what that
stop doing
will do
that.
to my bottom line. I'm just trying to creepily collect all of the biometric data of anyone who's ever walked into my venue.
who's gay.
And what am I going to do at night if I can't sit at my home computer and watch certain fans walk around the venue?
Yeah. Just sit there watching hours of recorded footage of particular people walking around.
And now I'm going to have to deal with regulations? How dare you, Wired? How dare you?
The blowback from my own customers.
Attempts to rein in MSG's face recognition system in New York City and state long predate Wired's reporting. A multi-year inquiry by the state liquor authority into the Garden's use of face recognition ended this week with a slap on the wrist, in the words of the New York Times. And if that's the words of the New York Times, I mean.
It's a real courageous rag they've got over there.
A recent measure in the state assembly targeting biometric surveillance in public spaces like the MSG was co-sponsored by Simone and Zohran Mondami, who now serves as New York City's mayor. It's not hard to imagine why event planners intent on privacy would want to disable the controversial camera system for their ultra-high-profile clients. I don't blame them for turning it off, but let's be clear, says Dahl. Privacy should not just be afforded to the rich and famous. Now, they probably turned it off because they were like, you were literally deliberately creating dossiers on celebrities because you're fucking weird creeps.
Yeah.
Like you have to turn it off because you're like, you don't even have... You can't even pretend that any of this is normal.
Yeah. And your staff can be socially engineered by, I guess, having like an AI woman say, I love you, give me your passcode. And they hand it over.
Hi, this is James Dolan. I need you to immediately Venmo me $600.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
And remind me, what's the password to our entire system? I would love to see what they have on Mom Donnie. I bet you that file is fucking crazy.
He gets within 20 feet of Madison Square Garden. They tackle him, right?
Yeah.
Well, wait. He and Dolan had a thing. They were going to do a watch party together, and Dolan last minute fucking canceled on him.
Oh, because of the optics?
And Mondani was like, I'm doing my watch party no matter what. Dolan and he do not get along. And
why was Mom Donnie trying to have a fucking watch party with this guy?
I think I don't know if it was him trying to do it. It was like, it was a thing.
Okay.
And he pulled back on it. Also,
don't recommend you do that.
I think he had to. I also think there was awkward footage because he had to like give him like gave Dolan like the key to the city or whatever. There was like an awards ceremony, and he was like here, and Dolan was like barely wanted to like touch him or be near him.
Right. I don't
I
want
think there's
pictures of
something
this.
really wrong with this Dolan character.
He's like, I don't want the key to the city, but can I have like all the CCTV footage? That would be great. I really.
Do you know where Dolan got married?
Where did Dolan get married? Not Epstein Island. Okay, let's do. How about? Oh no, Mar-a-Lago.
Yes.
Yep.
And it's not clear what they did with that footage. I mean, these people are the worst of the worst. But there's a couple of like real points to make here.
Okay.
We already live in this space, and it'll be very hard not to live in this space. But it should not be that you have to be a billionaire to not have like your face scanned when you enter like
yeah. I mean, people
a major venue.
You know, I used
that's
to be
not
puzzled
acceptable.
by like people go about their day like doing stuff, and like you can't have creeps like this be like, I can't wait for them to like do an unknowingly commit a misdemeanor so I can like fuck their life up or whatever. Like it's
Well,
you can't, if you treat everybody like this in a very real way, like your freedom of minute to minute action goes away.
yeah. I mean, one of the things with this level of surveillance, and one of the big threats of AI is this sort of pre-crime or thought crime, or pre-crime, like pre-crime activity. So like if you have enormous data caches on everybody,
Mm-hmm.
and you have some hyped up bizarro understanding around predictive AI and shit, you are like a hop, skip, and a jump away from like arresting people for the crime before they commit the crime.
Yeah.
Or just arresting people because you want to arrest them and then finding something in your cache
That justifies it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I mean. Is like you go back through someone's entire life, and you're like, here's a time where they threw some shit out the window of their car,
and even if it's not
that's-
criminal, you have all these things you can use against them. I mean, that's the entire Epstein thing, was you just create enough footage and enough connection that you can exploit these people on their image.
Mhm.
And like that's, I guess, not just for the rich and famous perverts anymore. I guess that's for all of us. Except there's ways to fight back. So at least
where you have to wear one of those crazy masks when you go to
yeah, there are I mean, this is one reason if you're at protests and stuff, just wearing a face covering matters a lot, because facial recognition technology is used heavily, and it's like CCTV, it's surveillance footage from like private surveillance footage that comes on the street. People take pictures of protests. Like it's very easy to comb through all of that data at this point and create dossiers. And I know it sounds very like paranoid, but the technology does not make that hard. I mean, you can be as stupid as Dolan and be doing it.
Yeah.
And Dolan's, fish bait employees. So, however, this is why you should have you should be thoughtful about what you post on the internet and how you use like your face and your children's face. And there's all these things you can think about. There's also not putting, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube that much. However, there's real pressure against Madison Square Garden that can be leveraged. Fight for the Future, which is Evan Greer's organization, has a petition to petition artists not to play at these venues if they have this level of biometric surveillance. And
so no red diaper pail live shows at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, I signed us up.
Yep.
I signed us up.
We're off.
Well,
Don't even ask.
Evan Greer was hounding me to sign this up. But I did agree. I said, I'll go first, and then you you can call Tom Morello, and he'll sign up with us. But if this celebrity wedding didn't want this level of surveillance, so maybe Taylor Swift shouldn't perform at Madison Square Garden,
right?
Because maybe Selena Gomez will want to go, and poor Selena Gomez has a risk score. So if only for her besties,
right?
If you're worried about celebrities' privacy, these celebrities shouldn't perform at these places.
Mm-hmm.
I am also working on all the Knicks players, make sure they also sign on.
Okay.
And I've activated my trans network to also work on the Knicks players to make sure they sign on to them.
Right, because that's what trans people are, just obsessed with getting close to basketball players.
And they're really convincing to sign on to petitions.
Yeah, well, that's true too.
And then there's also petitions, or there's also venues signing on saying we commit to not using these types of technologies. These types of technologies are a real runaway train too, because the more you collect this, the stronger. It's an enormous amount of data capture. I mean, it's capturing your face for reasons to track you, and also for reasons to like track your children and use your likeness. These are not things you actually want to just like be able to like. It shouldn't just be given away or stolen in this case.
No. For private hands, for whatever random purposes they have for it.
Which, as we were established, are the stupidest purposes.
Yeah.
They're the worst purposes.
They are the worst purposes. I mean, at least like sell me some hot dogs if I buy a hot dog or something. Like you're really just gonna like do the stupid ass.
It's just it's the worst version. It's the stupid man version.
Yeah.
Stupid little man version.
On the worst timeline. It really is.
That's not our brand. Our brand is hopeful.
All right. So because we're going to fight back successfully by boycotting these venues.
No, we're just going to ask the rich and powerful celebrities to boycott the venues.
Okay, that too.
Oh, I mean, and us too, because we're a celeb.
Right.
I see what you're saying.
But I mean, you know, people should not go to Madison Square Garden.
Yeah, don't go to Madison Square Garden.
You're crazy if you go there. You know, who knows what these people will do? I mean, seriously, if you think about it, like, who knows what these people will do? What idea would he get in his head about?
Fuck them. Don't go to Madison Square Garden.
Fuck you.
Right. Fuck you, Dolan.
What you watching? How often I go to the bathroom? Go fuck yourself.
Only if you're gonna.
It's gonna be a lot, okay?
Are you gonna sell me a hot dog or not? You're in the bathroom and you're getting like Instagram ads for IBS, and you're like, God damn it, Dolan. But that would be the smart guy's version.
Right, I know.
Get that.
It's
version.
not even that. It's not even that. It's not even like, wow, he went back and got a second hot dog. We should market him hot dogs on Facebook. It's petty. It's petty little fantasies you get to play out.
It's like Succession, but they're only the children. Like you don't get the angry but kind of smart dad. You just get the fucking
100%. That's what it is. That's what it is. And that show is about like the passing of the torch. But the real show is the old man's been dead 15 years now, and it's just the stupid fucking kids.
All right. Well, that's the end of this. That's the end of this. This is our last episode. We are going to be muzzled by Dolan.
You know, this is the Red Diamond Rail is going to become a Dolan property. Replaced by 2 AI voices next week.
Our property, like he will literally seize our 2 microphones.
As you grow, your powers will fade.
All right, done and dusted.
Your powers will fade as you grow old. You're on the make, and you don't do regret. You're always out for what you can get. You think like a snake, and you ooze like a snail. Let the trail go cold as you swallow your tail. With your low rent skills and your heart of flint, telling your tales that are unfit to print. You're all weasel words, backed up by the boots, obsessed like the rest, with a promise of loot. Your pies will fade as you grow old. Your pies will fade as you grow old. Your pies will fade as you grow old. Your pies will fade as you grow old.
I love you.
No, just erase all this.
I have no idea what you're even trying to say.